Good morning, Heather.
Good morning.
Your last name, I always have...
Wanshon.
Wanshon.
Yes, the H is silent.
Heather Wanshon.
Mm-hmm.
And Heather, you're employed here, but with the Adrian Dominican Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And this is our opportunity to publicly say thank you for your service to us.
Well, thank you for having
me. With a nice smile. We'll find out more about you. And also, you can start with, how did you hear about us?
Well, I was job hunting. I had left my my last job in agriculture recruiting, and so I was just
agriculture recruiting. What is
yes.
that? What's that?
So hiring for farms and agribusinesses across the U.S. I worked for a large company based out of Maumee, Ohio, and so I left that position and I was looking. And to be honest, I passed up the job a couple times. I said, oh,
here?
Yes. Yeah, because it kept coming up, like, you would be a good fit for this. And I thought, oh, no, I probably wouldn't. And obviously that was before I knew anything about you all.
So you declined us after the interview?
No. I just, as far as applying.
Oh, applying, okay.
I didn't apply. I said, oh, well, I was being extremely picky at first, going with companies I knew, things like that. And so I kind of passed it up. And the second time it came up, like, these are the jobs you should apply to. I thought, okay. So I did it. And a short time later, Erin, our HR director, called me. And we had a quick phone interview. And she informed me about what you all are here doing and what I would possibly be doing, and it sounded really interesting, so I came in for an interview. Seemed like probably the next day. It all happened really quick, and I was lucky enough to get offered the job. They must have liked me. I must not have said anything dumb in the interview.
Did you know about us? Did you know about the Adrian Dominican Sisters?
I knew very little. I grew up in Dundee, Michigan, and so in Monroe, I had a lot of friends that went to St. Mary's for high school and whatnot, and so I knew a little bit about those sisters, but I didn't grow up Catholic. I grew up Methodist, but we didn't go to church all that much, mostly around the holidays. So I was kind of oblivious, actually.
To the sisters here.
Yes.
Where did you live?
I live now just a few miles down the road in a small little community. I live in Deerfield.
Okay.
But I grew up in Dundee. That's where.
And you grew up in Dundee, so
yes.
You wouldn't have had the known about the sisters here.
Not
at the
really,
university
no. I wasn't too familiar with Adrian up until maybe the last 10 or 15 years living in the area.
Tell us, Heather, what exactly do you do in HR, your position?
Well, I'm the recruiter, so my focus is mainly hiring, retention, onboarding the new employees, just trying to find really good individuals, working alongside the managers to select really good individuals who are going to come here and do what we all do and make this place.
It's a hard thing.
It's
a very hard position.
Yeah. It's challenging every day, but it's also really rewarding. I like meeting all the new people. So I think my biggest challenge here is getting to know all the people who have been here for so long, because I'm mainly focused on the new faces coming in.
And that's good. You know them and you recognize them and can call them by name, but it's the ones that have been here.
The ones that have been here a while, I don't know as well.
And the name tags don't always help, huh?
Well, they do, but just getting to know them more, I feel like I have a lot more knowledge about the newer people coming in.
So the recruiting is something that you like?
I love it. I talk to people on the phone. I face-to-face interview people with the managers. You get to know a lot of different types of people, and you get to hear their stories and why they're looking for a job, or maybe they're not looking for a job and I'm trying to convince them that they should want this job. Or
why would they apply if they didn't want it?
Well, not always are they applying. Sometimes you're seeking people out. Which is the aspect of recruiting, which I don't do a whole lot here. A lot of people apply. A lot of people want to work here. But in my previous positions, I would actually kind of seek people out or headhunt.
Uh-huh.
And so it's kind of like that sales portion of my job where I'm selling the company. And I do that a little bit here, but for the most part, everybody that is applying knows about you all, and the word in the community is good, and so that makes my job a lot easier.
And that must have been a challenge for you when you first began, because you didn't know the campus, you didn't know the environment,
Right.
you didn't know the culture.
Right. I had to start learning that quickly so that I could, be knowledgeable about what I was talking to all of these applicants about, So yeah, that's...
You knew where the good coffee was early in the morning.
Right. Yeah, I know where the important things are, where the meditation room is, where the coffee is,
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
So you do get around campus. So have you seen many changes since you've been here?
I see change every day because I see all of the new people coming in. But, I think this place is always changing. We're always trying to improve here, I think, as your coworkers.
And you've got great ideas, and maybe we haven't always asked the coworkers, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And you feel free to offer suggestions or to...
Oh, yes.
Oh, you do? Okay, that's good.
Some people may call that stubborn or opinionated, but I'm not afraid to share my ideas here. I feel really, I feel like if I have an issue, it's listened to. I
And
feel
you have
pretty
hard tasks that you have to do in that department with change and...
Yeah, occasionally.
Yes, occasionally.
Like when we
Very
lose
difficult.
coworkers,
Right.
Maybe to other jobs or what have you.
How could they ever think of leaving?
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. And sometimes they don't tell us, but we just, we move forward, just trying to find the right people with the positivity and the heart for doing the work that we do here, because that makes all the difference.
Well, and you've done some great recruiting with some of the, with all the people that we have here, but it seems like there's a constant turnover with the nursing and the aides and stuff. That's hard.
There is, but I don't think it has anything to do with you all.
Oh, well, no, I don't either.
It's
how could it? No,
yeah,
just
how
no.
could it? No, it's just part of employment and recruiting and the market out there right now. You could apply for 4 or 5 jobs today and have 3 or 4 interviews by the end of the week. So that's why I think a lot of my job is easier, because we do have a good name in the community, and
Good.
a lot of people do want to come work here. And I'm always hearing from people when I'm phone interviewing them that, well, I've heard a lot of good things. My mom told me this, or my friend used to work there and told me that, and so that's really nice to hear every day. I've never been in a job where I've heard that every day.
Yeah, and a lot of our employees or coworkers, that's interesting, I said employees, it's coworkers. A lot of our coworkers, lost my train of thought. But anyway, they're a blessing to have. So, and the most exciting and rewarding part, if you would say, what's the most exciting thing that gets you here every morning, that you can't wait to come to this campus? Because?
I just think the ability to be a part of your world.
Of our mission.
Of your mission, of your, it's, obviously I didn't know about that in the beginning. Every day you learn more and more about that, and to just even be a small part of that really fills me up. So I like that. That's really exciting to me. I also like the parties and, lunches with my coworkers. And Aaron and Kathy and I eat lunch every day, whether it's going out.
In that dining room?
No, we just, we'll sometimes, but we'll sit in our office and eat together and chit-chat about non-work things. And that sense of community started really early, and I like that. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Now, what about yourself? You said you live...
I live in Deerfield.
In Deerfield.
Small little farming community, not far from here.
And that's That's it?
What else?
What
Oh.
else? About do you have hobbies? Do you?
Oh,
what do you
yeah,
like
I have
to
tons
do?
of hobbies. Yeah, I don't have any children, so hobbies make up for that.
Yeah.
So I garden.
Oh, good. Okay.
I like to build things.
What do you mean? You like to build things?
A lot of things. I like working with wood. I want to learn to
Have
weld
you met
one
Jeff
day.
Mackey? Do you know
I
Jeff?
have. The stuff he does is amazing.
That man is unbelievable.
Yeah. He must
Yeah.
have a lot of free time too.
I don't know. He's done a lot of building around here.
Yeah.
Where I live, he just redid a porch in the back.
Yeah.
His work is, and our place in Killarney.
Yep.
Have you been out there?
I have not been there.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures. It looks pretty beautiful.
Tell Aaron to take you out there for a meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have our next meeting out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I like working with wood. I like working in my garden. I would definitely rather be getting my hands dirty than going shopping.
Do you like to read?
I love to read.
And
Yes.
What are you reading right now?
I'm reading some books that Sister Esther let me borrow actually. On mindfulness.
Good. Have you gone to her
meditation.
programs?
I have not, but
You
I
should
want
go.
to.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
Really. She's awesome.
She is.
She's a very gifted woman and continues to find ways to use those gifts. And
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. She has a lot to offer, and
Mhm.
every time I hear her speak, it's, yeah.
yeah, very happy,
Pretty
very,
interesting.
very
Yeah.
joyful
Yep.
person. As we look at advice, what's the best piece of advice that you have been given?
That's a hard one. I feel like I've been pretty blessed with a lot of good direction and advice. That's a tough one.
Have you ever had a chance to go over and meet and talk with some of the sisters that live at the Dominican Life Center?
I have. Yes. Yep. I'm over in that building quite a bit
Yeah.
because we're doing the interviews and whatnot over there. And so as I'm walking potential new hires through, giving them a quick little tour, we're meeting and talking to the sisters. I will say that I probably don't get over there as much as I
No.
should.
Or could, you know?
Or
should,
could,
yeah.
yeah. To get to know those sisters a little better. That's something I'm looking forward to doing
Well,
more
and they're
of.
getting a chance to meet you now because you're going to be on
Yes.
YouTube and
Yeah.
they're going to be sitting in the lobby listening.
Yes.
Where does she work?
Yep.
Well, tell them where your office is.
My office is in Madden Hall on the first floor, right by the history room and whatnot. It's a beautiful office. First time I walked into it and I said, "Oh my gosh,
Yes,
this
you
is
do.
I get to sit in here."
You are lucky.
Because I
That's a-
came from a cube farm where there's, hundreds of people, with just a little divider.
Yeah.
And I talk really loud, and sometimes I can't help it. And I'm on the phone all the time in my previous position doing the same types of things, phone interviewing, and I could tell really quick that I was pretty annoying to some people as far as that goes. I didn't, I'd never worked in that kind of environment. So coming in and seeing my office, I thought, I don't need all this. I don't deserve all this, but I'll take it. It's beautiful.
Before we end up, is there anything, excuse me, you wish I had asked you that I didn't?
Not really.
Is there some advice you'd like to give us, to the listeners, to the watchers?
Advice? I don't know. Maybe not advice. I would just like to express my gratitude. It is truly a pleasure to be here. If someone would have told me 2 years ago you'd be working for a bunch of sisters and hiring nurses, I would have said no way. There's no way. It's been a really nice journey. I think I've learned a lot. I think I've grown a lot personally and professionally. And I think there's a lot of wisdom to be had and gained here from you all.
And your position is key, and your personality is key in your position too, because you're advertising the place through your personality.
Right.
And I mean, you have to have that. You have to be excited, and it has to be authentic.
Yes.
That you really
Yes.
do, and it's very obvious that you are grateful and that you enjoy, what you are of service to us and of service to
Yeah.
the congregation, because your position is key. I mean, the life of this campus is dependent on, I bet we have more co-workers than we do sisters on this campus at this point. When you think of the 3 shifts
Yeah.
at Maria,
I think it's
Yeah.
a little over 300 employees.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we're almost even.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so anyway, anything else you want to tell us or ask us, or
Mm,
well, we could do that on the next interview.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you, Heather, so much for
Thank you.
your willingness to do this. And again, as I said, we are most grateful to you, to your personality, to your joyful spirit that you bring to the campus.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you again.
Likewise.
We'll be looking for your show on YouTube.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thank you.